Episode 10, brother.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Double digits.
Double digits.
We done and made it.
That's crazy.
Right on. Welcome to the morning ride.
Hopefully you guys are having a great day. For those of you watching this, probably Monday morning, Sunday morning for us. It's been a very, very long week.
I'm tired, bro.
I'm exhausted. The heat has gotten to me.
Yeah.
If you don't know, or if you've been sleeping under a rock, we've had an event going on all week at Bayside. We've had the Roadshow Rodeo, and yesterday we had the Boss Busting Out Sound Series bike show and audio contest.
Yep.
And it was sick.
It was.
There were some crazy, crazy bikes.
Yeah, there's some of those bikes I'd never seen setups like that before.
No.
So
I think there was one bike I noticed yesterday that I've seen one time at the dealership. It was the orange one with like the tan accents.
Mhm.
I've seen that one here before. I think he came for the car show. He was one of the few bikes that showed up. But other
the
than
bike
that,
was so big he thought it was a car.
Exactly. Other than that, there were some super cool ones.
Yeah, it was
So,
pretty awesome.
Great turnout. We had hundreds of people easily that showed up, from people attending the show and the contest to people coming out just to see the vendors and have some food, have some drinks, and it was a great time.
Yeah, really good time. I guess maybe we'll just do this out of order since we've already started talking about the event, right?
Yeah.
This is going to be an abbreviated episode for us. Like Tyler said earlier, was kind of a long weekend, or actually really, for the most part, a long week here.
Long week, yeah.
Yeah.
Started,
Wednesday,
kind of Wednesday
yeah.
for us, yeah.
So just want to give a shout out to a couple of the vendors that were here, the sponsoring vendors. We had Speeds Performance Plus. They were out here doing dyno tunes. I don't know if anybody's following them on Facebook or seen their posts where they've tagged the dealership, but they did quite a bit of work this weekend, and it looks like there's some people that are happy with the work that was done.
It was cool, and they were posting the before and after numbers, too, when they did
Yeah.
a tune on the bikes. That was sweet. I'm
Yep.
glad they posted that.
Another vendor that was out here was Monty Roach. He does pinstriping.
He was busy.
Yes, he was. A lot of great designs. The guy, just what he does freehand amazes me. His hand is so much more steady than mine would ever be. He's almost like a surgeon with a scalpel is what it really seems like.
But what's crazy is how fast he is, though.
Oh, yeah.
You can literally, and he'll be sitting there holding the conversation with you while he's doing it. It's so
Mhm.
crazy. That's true talent.
The guys from the Fairing Exchange were out here as well. They do color-matched fairings with Harley colors. And then we actually got a bike done here. It's a scorched orange. And not only did they change out the fairing, but they changed out the gauges on it. So now the gauges are all electronic,
It's clean.
or digital, I should say. Yeah. Looks very nice. And I saw that they got quite a bit of business as well.
Then you had Lucky Customs.
Lucky Customs, that's right.
They were really busy.
And all these guys are still out there doing work right now. So stuff that people have brought in yesterday that they couldn't get to, or coming back this morning after setting appointments. These guys are still working out there and working hard.
Yep.
And then Race Pro Motorsports.
Yep.
They were out talking about batteries, spark plugs,
And carburetors.
carburetors, yeah.
Which was cool. You don't hear a lot about that anymore.
For you old school guys.
Yeah.
So not only did we have the five major sponsors of the event, but there were a lot of other vendors out here selling T-shirts, selling jewelry, selling handmade jewelry, selling or doing airbrushing.
Mm-hmm.
Had a couple food vendors out here.
We had a
And
nice
you guys,
vendor.
Yeah. You guys can see a lot of these videos on our Facebook page. One thing that I did want to talk about is, like, we kind of had like a tent city set up out there, right?
Yeah.
So it was very like festival-like.
Yep.
And I know some of the vendors were hanging out after hours, having a good time and whatnot. And unfortunately, one of the girls that was here was going around, making rounds, talking to people late at night. And as she was walking away, she wasn't really paying attention to where she was going because she was turning around talking. And as soon as she turned around, she smashed face first into a display and chipped a tooth. I guess that was pretty late. It must have been sometime around 2:30.
Something like that.
I think 2:30, right?
Poor thing.
All right, so the focus of today's podcast, just real quick, just a couple little funny things Tyler came up with. Good
we
job,
wanted to
buddy.
still make sure that we got you guys. Thank you. We wanted to still give you guys an episode this week, even though we are exhausted.
Yeah,
I apologize if our energy's a little low today, but we're doing our best, man. But we wanted to do something kind of fun and lighthearted, which I guess is kind of every podcast, but this one is more on a joking manner than it is really serious. But I think pretty much every point we're going to bring up today is something everybody can relate to. At least some point, or knows someone who can relate to it.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and kick this one off. What we're going to be talking about today is Murphy's motorcycle laws.
Right.
So if you know Murphy's Law,
it is the concept that if something bad can happen, it will happen, and it'll happen at the worst time.
So that's what we're talking about today. So number 1, a motorcycle cannot and will not fall over unless you have an audience present.
That's true. That's true. You're never going to drop your motorcycle when you're alone in your garage.
Ever.
Well, yeah, probably never. It's always going to be when your friends are watching or your riding buddies.
You're trying
there.
to impress somebody, a girl or something.
Yep.
Or a guy, whatever. It seems like it's inevitable.
All right. The second one would be you'll never realize that your keys are still in your pocket until after you've put your gloves on.
It happens every time.
And they'll be the thickest possible gloves, too.
Yeah. So you got to do the whole try to yank the glove off with your teeth type thing. So it seems like it happens every single time. Number 3, motorcycles are to yellow bugs like a bouncing ball is to a parked car. It seems like every single time you go on a ride, specifically it's yellow bugs. I don't know what it is, but it's yellow bugs.
I think it's because bugs are yellow on the inside.
Could be.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then to correlate with that is it seems like every time you have a park or a basketball hoop or something and someone's shooting a basketball, it hits a parked car every time. It doesn't matter.
Yep.
It doesn't matter if it's kids, adults. It's inevitable. It's going to happen.
All right, number 4, quick fixes are named for how long they actually stay fixed.
So it's not a quick repair. It's that it only stays repaired for a quick amount of time. I think everybody could definitely relate to that. You had to do the fix that just got you to where you were going, and then it broke again. Number 5 is the only part you really need will also be the only part that's on permanent back order.
That's right.
Unfortunately, I can definitely relate to this, especially from the car world. It definitely seems like anytime you need that one part, nobody's got it, and it's always on back order, and the back order is weeks.
Yeah. All right, moving on to number 6. Nothing is harder to start than a used motorcycle being shown to a prospective buyer.
You could probably...
This is one of my pain points more than yours.
Yes.
But yeah, inevitably, the way that we bring the used bikes in and out of the shop, they don't get ridden a whole lot unless they're taken on test rides and stuff. But inevitably, you got the customer that says, "Oh man, I really love this bike," and then you go to start it and battery's dead.
Story of our lives, man.
Right.
All right, number 7. You will never suffer a punctured tire on the road until you leave that repair kit that you always have with you at home.
Yep.
And I feel like that kind of goes for anything in life. It's like the one time you don't have that one thing you always have with you is when you need it the most.
Like my chapstick.
Yes. Don't
Same
even get me
thing.
started on that. Exactly.
All right. Universal accessories are named so because that is where you must search to find the bike they fit.
So basically, you have to search the entire universe to figure out what bike actually gets fit.
You got to get to the end of the interwebs.
Yep, exactly. So good luck is what we're trying to say. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that segment. Like we said, it's going to be a little bit quicker today, but we thought it'd be good to bring you guys some laughs for this week.
So since we started off talking about events, I guess what we'll skip to is the next event coming up. This is going to be the 6th annual poker run of Sons of Poseidon. Proceeds go to benefit Battle Dogs.
Battle Dogs, yep.
Right
on. One of the cool things is Battle Dogs has actually had their link up for the donations for quite a while since they announced this. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on the screen right now. You guys are going to go ahead and see the link, but it's going to be www.battledogs.org, and then it's /make-a-donation. So I'll go ahead and put that on the screen for you guys now. If you guys want to go ahead and do a donation, you're more than welcome to. You guys are also welcome to do that at the event. The event, we're going to go ahead and flash the flyer up on the screen too, so we don't have to read through everything. But there is going to be food, drinks. When we say drinks, we do mean beer.
Adult beverages,
adult
if
beverages. Yeah.
you will. Tasty
there's-
road sodas.
Yeah, there's going to be plenty of vendors for you guys. There's going to be live music, which is going to be awesome. I haven't found, I believe we're going to be doing it through a DJ probably this time. So I don't think the band is coming anymore. I believe that was a recent change, so maybe I shouldn't say live music. But a DJ, so there will be music.
It will be happening live, though.
It will be happening live, though. Yeah. And it is going to be a poker run that's going to have multiple stops. It's going to be beginning at Papa's Pub in Virginia Beach. It's going to end at Bayside. So, of course, like we always say, there's no party like a Bayside party, right, Mike?
Because a Bayside party don't stop.
Of course.
So the other stops along the way are it's going to start at Papa's Pub. Fat Boy's Grill is one of the stops. Skeleton Key, Momac Brewery, and then finally you'll end up here.
Yep. The best place to be.
Sounds like fun to me. So it's $10 for a rider, and a rider with passengers $15.
And then if you want to do the rider with passenger with food and drink, it's $30. And then the non-rider, so if you're just coming as a guest and you want food and drink, $15.
Sounds like a steal to me.
Yep. And it goes to benefit a good charity. So
Battle Dogs.
Yep. All right, guys. So with that being said, we are at the last part of today's episode, which is Deals of the Month. So Deals of the Month, pretty much what we talked about last week and what we talk about every single week is 20% off the helmet trade-in event. Every single Sunday, bring in your DOT-approved helmet. Trade it in and get 20% off for one of our helmets. And we actually, if you guys remember Taylor and Motor Clothes, she actually came up to me last night and showed me some really sick Scorpion brand helmets. Absolutely incredible looking helmets, and they're really not expensive at all.
Were those the painted?
Yes.
Okay.
And there was one that was like a black with like, it was, I don't know how I guess iridescent. It faded from like a purple to like a rainbow color, kind of like your glasses. And then.
What glasses?
Yeah, whatever. And then there was a white one that had black designs all over it. And it was so intricate. I couldn't believe it. She told me what the price was. So you guys are going to have to come down and check that out.
All right, finally, we got another one that's ending soon. It's through July 30th. It's 20% off all, or I'm sorry, June. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm a man ahead of my time.
Yep.
It's ending June 30th, as far as we know, but it's 20% off all in-stock exhaust.
Yep.
So if you have exhaust needs, come on down, check it out, see if we've got it in stock. If so, 20% off. And also, guys, stay tuned. We'll have probably an announcement on the next podcast. There's going to be some deals going on for Christmas in July.
Yes. So that's going to be awesome. It's going to be 12 days of Christmas.
Yes.
So every single day for 12 days, there's going to be a deal. I guess July's coming up. So what we're going to do, because it does start around, I believe, the second week of July, I think we'll probably start talking about it next episode. And we'll go ahead and flash it up on the screen and talk about it when we go over it. And then we also will talk a little bit more about future events as we approach the Sons of Poseidon event. So, again, that is on the 11th of July.
Very good. Well,
cool, man.
I think that about does
That's
it for us.
That's probably
right?
our quickest episode, even after saying that we were going to do quick episodes in the past, and then they were 30 minutes long.
You say this and watch it be 24 minutes long.
Yep. Oh, and by the way, before we go, huge shout out to everybody that came out this weekend and we've never met before and told us how much they love the podcast. I think I heard it about 6 different times from people that I have never met before.
I paid a couple of them to come up to you and say
Sure
that.
you did. Yeah, whatever. I'm still excited about it. I don't care.
Right on. All right, everybody. For Technically Tyler, I'm no nickname Mike, and you've been on the morning ride.
Have a good one, guys.